name's Nick. I'm with Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, Florida. We are the #1 Class B RV dealership in the state of Florida. We are #2 in the whole United States of America. And it's because we sell some of the coolest Class B RVs on the market. What behind me is a Class B Plus, not a true B, not a van, but it is something that we have been selling a lot. It's one of the hottest RVs we have at Sunshine State RVs right now. We are in Gainesville, Florida, so we're in the north central Florida. It's very hot, very sunny, very muggy right now. We are at our new dealership in the middle of a field, and I am just sweating, but I am doing this. I am making this big sacrifice today to tell you all about the brand new 2027 Winnebago Ekko 23B. That is on the Mercedes Sprinter chassis. Its nickname is the Sprecho, Sprinter Ekko. So it's a Sprecho. It's about 24 feet long. It has a box on the back, which is cool. It's a little taller. It has a fixed bed in the back, a great bathroom, tons of storage, all-wheel drive, generator, lithium batteries. I mean, this bad boy can go anywhere, do anything, and it does it in typical Winnebago fashion with lots and lots of cool features and functions for you. So one thing I always say about Winnebago is they are the most unique. They're the most unique floor plans, the most unique ways of using it. Nobody else makes them. It's like they don't just copy what everyone else does. They kind of set it, and then other people look at their floor plans and they copy theirs. So Winnebago came out with the Ekko back in probably, I don't know, 2017, 18, yeah, 2018-ish. And the Ekko was, at that time, by far, one of the hottest RVs on the market. And then they came out with the Sprinter version of it, and we sell more Sprinters now, I think, than Fords. I mean, people are really, really liking this all-wheel drive Sprinter Ekko. So let's dive right into it. This is the 2027. This is the brand new Mercedes Sprecho Winnebago all-wheel drive, 4-cylinder, high output. I have plenty of horsepower, can take you anywhere, do anything you want. Nice Batwing on it, full body paint, all-terrain wheels and tires, nice black wheels. I think this thing just looks sharp. It performs great. You know, high-performance LED headlights in Winnebago. You know, you have all of the safety features that Winnebago or that Mercedes gives you. You have the nice running boards. You have this, I mean, there's so many little compartments like this. So this is a 320 amp hour Lithionics battery. Notice what's right there. There's room for another one. We install another one on probably half of these or 3/4 of the ones that we sell. We're able to install another lithium battery right there for you, which is great. So that'll give you 640 amp hours lithium batteries versus just 320. But you know what else it has? It has a generator. So the generator, look at that. Oh, that's not the generator. Maybe this is the generator. There it is. 2,800, 2.8 kW, 2,800 watt generator. And this generator can power everything in the coach. The lithium batteries at 320 can't really power everything. Once you put 640 in there, you can power everything in the coach. So you don't need the generator. You have redundant power. You have your lithium batteries and you have your generator at that point. So it's really nice to have both. That's why I order these with the generator and one lithium battery, so that way you can have both. I'm a big fan of that hybrid system of having both. So you have a cassette toilet, which I'm also a big fan of. You know why? Because you're not tied to a campground. If you have a black tank, you are tied to go to a campground and dump or somewhere. With this, you can go anywhere you want and you can dump it. You roll it, you unscrew it, and you just dump it out. Very simple and easy. They make a lot of unconventional ways of dumping this. You can do it. Your gray water, you can also dump your gray water anywhere. You don't have to be in a campground. So with this Ekko, you have the freedom to boondock, to go in the woods, to be in a field like this without being tied to a campground. You have your 30 amp Winnebago plug. You have a solar extension. So if you want more solar, it comes with solar, but you have your solar extension here. This is a Batwing. So this awning opens all the way up and comes all the way around and hooks on the back to give you shade back here. So it gives you like a second camping area back here, which is really nice. It gives you also a light, so that way you can see what you're camping. Okay, this is all of your water functions. I know this looks like a lot. If you're watching this YouTube video at home and you see me sweating out here, it's because it's hot. But this is a lot of information that we're going to do in this 3-hour-long video about this Winnebago Ekko. This is a lot of stuff here, a lot about the lithium, a lot about the generator, all that. You may be overwhelmed or daunting or be like, man, Nick, there's so much in there. You talk so fast. I have no clue what you're saying. If you fall in love with this RV and you say, Nick, I want this Ekko, I will flatbed ship. Well, this might be a little too big to flatbed. We will ship it to you, to your house at no charge, and we'll give you a virtual walkthrough. But if you want to come to Gainesville, Florida, we'll take you to the nicest pizza joint in town called Satchel's. We'll put you up at the best campground in town, Santa Fe Palms RV Resort, and we will teach you how to use every single thing on this RV, top to bottom, front to back, all the water, all the electronics, everything. We'll teach you how to use it. Then after we teach you, we put you up at the campground for your first 2 nights. So that way you can test everything and make sure everything works exactly the way you want it to make sure you know how to work everything. That's our commitment to you. When you leave Gainesville, Corey taught you everything you need to know about the RV. We've showed you everything. Everything works. You are leaving very confident that you are happy with your new RV. So these are all the water systems, outside shower, your valves, your winterize, how you can winterize it, your gray tank. All of this is right here. That's all the stuff we teach you in Gainesville. This is very neat. This is a big storage compartment. There's molly panels here so you can store stuff. But look at how this is the biggest difference. This and I think the bathroom are the 2 biggest differences between something like this B Plus and a traditional van, because the width isn't very different. The length is not very different. The height is a little different, but this big storage compartment, I mean, look how big this is. It's big enough for me to get my big behind in here and sit and hang out. You know, this is where my kids, if we're playing hide and go seek, this is where they would want to hide. And when I get them and when I ground them, I always say, go outside to the storage compartment and sit in there and think about all the bad things you know. I would never put my kids in here. My wife would never allow that. I am totally joking. But great storage compartment here. You can access it from there, access it from here. You have these molly panels, these, I don't even know what these things are called, to be honest. But these things here, there we go. These things here, they strap onto here so you can tie stuff to it and you can ratchet it down. You have your 30-amp plug, you have your outside shower, you have tracks here, tracks there, tracks here and there. So you can use all of these plugs to tie things. I mean, there's so much stuff, and everybody camps at RVs so differently, and there's so much stuff you can put in this big compartment. I mean, it's at least, I mean, it's the whole length of the RV, it's pass through there, and it's pretty durable. And there's a heater duct in here. So when it does get cold outside, the heat will come in. There's 110 plugs in here. There's 12-volt power in here. 110 plug over here. There's light. I mean, they make it to where this is a true extension of the RV with 110 plugs, lights, heater, you know, lots of storage options. There's molly panel on this side too, so you can store stuff on here. So, I mean, there's so many different things you can do. I am sweating. There's so many different things you can do with that storage that I love it. You have your tow hitch here, can tow about 5,000 pounds. You have a ladder you can climb up. You got cameras there. As we keep walking on this side, we have, this is very nice because it's easy to use. There we go. You have 2 propane tanks. So these are nice because you don't have to find a place to fill them. You just go take those into a gas station and swap them out for 25 bucks. And now you have propane. Your generator runs on propane, so that's pretty nice. You can do that. Here, the propane there connects to here. You can get a grill, put it on there, and now you can travel with like a blacktop or a gas grill, a propane grill that you can use. You can grill outside. So when we camp, my wife doesn't like me cooking inside the RV because it makes it smell, she says. So she really likes me cooking outside the RV. You have 12-volt and cable there. You have 110 power here. You also have a storage compartment here that you can store things in, which is really nice. Big power steps, same thing here. You have another good sized storage compartment. So you got storage here, storage there, lots of storage on the back and on the inside. So that's like the biggest thing. Oh, and there's a big power awning with LED lights. So lots of storage, lots of ruggedness with the all-wheel drive. There's a little lift, lots of great options on the outside. When you jump inside, you will see what makes it so comfortable, what gives you the extra space. And you may say, you know what, a van might be a little too small for me. I really need to get something a little bigger like this Sprinter Ekko. The Winnebago Ekko has a bigger front end than all the vans do because it's a little bit bigger. It's not a lot bigger, but it's a little bigger, but you can feel the space right here. So you have a seat here that has a seat belt, you have another seat here, and then you have two here. So this can be a 4-person dinette up here, which is really nice. This can also fold up and down, but this is where I would hang out and spend my mornings. You know, my wife usually sleeps a little bit later than I do. Not a lot later. She gets mad at me when I tell people she sleeps a lot later than me. It's not that much later, but it is later. And I get up and I got to find stuff to do for an hour or so. So I make my coffee, I sit here and I just kind of hang out, wake up, read my Bible, follow sports, read the newspaper. My kids make fun of me because I call it the newspaper still, even though I do it on my iPad or something. But, you know, this is just such a great area to just start your day and hang out. You got windows there, windows everywhere. Now at night, these will probably be closed, but you can open these windows there and just, you know, this is a great area to start your day before you go outside. So then I'd sit here for a little bit, then I'd probably walk outside and walk around and let her sleep in peace and quiet. She says even when she's asleep, I'm like a bowl in a china cabinet. So I don't know how that works, but you know, she tells me that, she always tells me that I make too much noise even when she is sleeping. So this can be short, this can be long. You can do it however you like, which I really appreciate that. You can also add another table there, but this is where people would sit if they're driving with you. So let's say you did have 3 or 4 people, you know, there is a seatbelt here and this is where they would sit. There's a remote, you can watch TV right there, which is very cool. And you just hang out. You know, my kids, they always sat here when they were little and we would drive them in RVs and they color, play, you know, or just kind of, you know, look out the window. You know, I love these awning style windows. I think that being able to open up like that and to really get some fresh air is nice. And then if you don't want them open, they are tinted, they're dual pane. You have a screen and you have a nighttime shade, which is cool. You have 110 plugs, USB, USB-C. They give you all the power you need. This thing comes Starlink prepped. Doesn't have it, but it comes prepped. There is a roof port right in, not here. There's a roof port right in here that you can run a cable down and you can have Starlink, which is pretty cool. This does turn into a bed right here, so you could have another bed. It's not a huge bed, but it is a good sized bed for 1 or 2 kids. So it's really nice to have another bed here. Winnebago probably has some cool pictures on their website of how this looks. It's a little complicated to make, but once you get the hang of it and do it, you can. Comes with a TV, a sound bar, 110 plugs, a lot of storage there. You know, like I mentioned earlier, storage is really one of the big things you get in a B plus that you don't get as much of in a B. So screen door. So if you did open this, you do have the screen door there. And you can open both of them. But I think that this big open area here is great if you have dogs, if you have cats, if you're storing things. When you're traveling, this is a great area for a dog to hang out. Nice big Norcold fridge and freezer up top here. So you could do that. You know, I've been cooking a lot more lately and I've appreciated, I just go to the grocery store every day and find what I need for the day and cook it. And then so that way stuff doesn't go bad. Because in my house, I'm used to cooking for, or my wife is used to cooking for 6. I end up cooking for 2 or 3, and we end up always having extras, and it's very wasteful. I'm not a fan of that. And so going to the grocery store every day just kind of keeps it where you get, you know, give me this day my daily bread type stuff. So this is the bathroom. This is a very unique bathroom. There's not another RV that has this style of a bathroom. So when you step into it, you see it has the toilet and the sink, so you can brush your teeth, wash your hands. You have the nice big mirror here. You can sit on the toilet and go to it. I'm 6 foot tall, about 228 pounds. And so, you know, I can sit here. This is a cassette toilet I showed you earlier. You can wash your hands, so lots of room here. Now, when it's time to shower, you then slide this over and you step into the shower. So it keeps the toilet dry, it keeps the sink dry, and now you're in the shower. So you grab the shower head and you can shower this way, however you want to shower, but you shower this way with the shower curtain without the toilet and the sink in it. So it's kind of like a convertible shower, which is pretty neat. Then when you're done, I mean, it's pretty cool how it can go back and forth. So I really like that. It's the bathroom with the sink, and now it's the shower. So there are some big advantages to that. keeping your sink, your toilet and all that dry, and then doing it. There's 110 plug in there. There's windows, there's storage, AC, heater, all that fun stuff. So nice big bathroom, especially for a big guy like myself. I really appreciate there being a big bathroom there. So kitchen area, you got your LED lights. You have your induction cooktop. You can leave it home if you don't use it. You have storage there, storage here. So this can actually go on top. So let's just say you do leave, well, regardless if you leave it at home or not, but this goes right there. And this can be a countertop extension, or it can be a cooktop, or it can be a cutting board. Nice bamboo wood, so you can have that there as your cutting board. Very neat. And then in here, you have double cabinets, just where you probably put your pots and pans, 110 plugs, nice big sink. You also have the bamboo on the back side of this. This is a big sink, nice big round sink. You do have your extension here, like a home faucet, awning style window there, which is pretty unique and cool. There we go. Convection microwave, pizza, spaghetti, potato, popcorn. I love popcorn. All that can be done here. Storage here that can be changed around. And then, you know, here's your Truma. So the hot water heater and furnace are both Truma. Your air conditioner is this ducted GE profile air conditioner that is on the roof, along with some solar. I know I talked about the lithium and the generator and all that earlier. So I really like this Winnebago bed they use. It's called a Reprieve. It's a very high-end mattress, very comfortable. And this is twin beds. So you have twin beds back here. If you did want to sleep truly twins, just like it is now, you have lots of room. So they're again 6 foot tall. I fit perfect on this. Someone else can be sleeping there. You do have room here if you have a dog that sleeps with you. You do this huge, I mean, this window's probably 4 foot long, huge windows on both sides. So, you know, if you did want to sleep with the windows open so you can, you know, see, you could watch the stars. But if you wanted the privacy, you would just do that. And so you have privacy, very easy to do that. You have ducted air conditioner back here. You do have a 110 plug in here. You can put your CPAP machine in there and run the wires down and put your Darth Vader mask on if you needed. You do have storage here as well with 110 plug there, 110 plug there, plugs in there, USB, USB-C everywhere. So CPAP can be in here, CPAP can be here. I mean, you have reading lights here as well. So very neat. So they think of everything. They know everybody. You know, I always say this about RVing. Everyone does it differently. Everyone sleeps differently, camps differently, RVs. They take different number of people with them. You can sleep a kid up there, 2 adults back here. This here can go right down the middle. You can sleep 3 people in here very comfortably as well. And then they don't waste the space. They give you inside storage along with the big garage storage back there. They give you inside storage there. Nice big storage compartment there. Another nice big storage compartment there. And another one here. So my envision is like, if this is my side, this is my wife's side, and this is my side at home. So this would be where I'd probably keep my clothes in here, folded up, underwear, socks, shirts like that. And then probably the rest of my clothes in there. And then my wife would use these, and actually she'd probably take over one of mine. And so this would be my area on one side, kind of all together, which is cool. And then you have your other one all together here, which is nice as well. And then you do have privacy. So if you did need some privacy from your kid, you do have privacy there. It doesn't come with a TV, but there is a mount, a cable hookup, 110 pound and all that. Well, not a mount, you had to put your own mount. But there's a 110 and a cable mount that you can hook a TV up back here if you wanted. Most people just use like iPads or their phone to watch TV, which this makes it easier. You just watch Netflix on your phone or something. There is a big TV in the front with the smart TV with a sound bar and all that. So I think that this area here is a great area, you know, going from kind of from the front to the back, being able to kind of transition, hang out, kids up here, parents back there, or if it's just 2 people, kind of going back and forth as well. And I always say, you know, this is a B+. So this is a little bigger than a B, a little more space, a little more storage, a little bigger bathroom, a little bigger beds, a little bigger everything. Some people want to go as small as possible, and then this is not for them. But other people, they like the idea of small, but they haven't figured out how they can quite do it with their current lifestyle. So this is the good one for those people that want something a little bigger than a van. So This is the Winnebago Ekko on a Mercedes Sprinter all-wheel drive chassis. It's better known as a Sprecho. People love the Sprecho. Dual wheels, aftermarket, off-road wheels and tires, solar, lithium, generator, super unique floor plan. Winnebago's done a great job with this. And Sunshine State RVs, we sell a lot. This is one of our better selling RVs right now, so people really, really like it. So check them out. They're on our website. We will ship it for free anywhere in the country to you. SunshineStateRVs.com. I really appreciate you watching this video, supporting us. And any questions you have, anything you need, let us know. We appreciate it.